So with transformation, the key word is it's a metabolic change that's happening. That is, our natural life is changing from our natural life to being filled with the life. That's the process of transformation. But with maturity, it actually means to be filled with the divine life. That changes us. That means that there is a life that's overflowing, that is just overflowing to the brim. And this life, when it overflows, guess what? It blesses. It blesses. You know how we sometimes can bless others? By bringing Christ to them. When we are enjoying the Lord, you know what? By reading the Word, by being in the fellowship with the brothers and sisters, by being in the homes of the older brothers and sisters, enjoying their fellowship, we come out of there different. We come out, we are different when we read the Word. We are different when we are in this small group fellowship, right? And guess what? There's something that has filled us. So on the one hand, it's filled us. But when it begins to overflow into others, that is blessing. Amen. Yes. Do you believe that a lot of your peers, a lot of your classmates need to be blessed? Sure. Yes. They do, right? And so with Jacob, we see that eventually, like I had stated earlier, you know, from the time that he lost his son until eventually he went through that period where they were in a famine and they had to go to Egypt to buy food. And lo and behold, they see that it's their youngest brother that's in the position of administrating all the food in Egypt. From that period, 20 years passed by. And it's during those 20 years, after those 20 years, that eventually we see Jacob was a person that had reached a maturity in life, in which he blessed both Pharaoh, and eventually the way he ended his life is by blessing his 12 sons. Right. So we have to be impressed how Jacob ended. He ended full of life, fully matured, expressing God fully, right? And I would just like to comment with this little word regarding coming back to us as students. Well, I'm not a student, but you are a student. You know, with maturity, it takes time, right? It takes time. And we should just, as we are going through our days, one of the best things that we can do is just cooperate with the Lord over all the little things that happen in our lives. When we cooperate with the Lord, you know what? We are actually cooperating for the fulfillment of His eternal purpose. That means that the Lord is gaining a group of people that can express Him on this campus. But He does this by us turning to Him, right? So that leads us to the last point here.